like I said, I didn't really want to make another video about this topic, but, well, now I have to because Hybrid made a response video to it, and yeah, so I just need to once again go in and just clarify all the things he's been saying in it, because, yeah, there is quite a lot to go through. I've kind of made myself a few notes here on my screen, just so I remember everything, because there's quite a few interesting things in it, and definitely lots of things I want to clarify. But before I really go into it, I kind of want to start by talking about the end of his video. And that may seem like a weird place to start, but I just want to get that out of the way now, just in case people don't watch more of the video. And so yeah, the last like 2 minutes of the video, so kind of made me want to like stop for a second and like reevaluate what I want to say in this video, because I've noticed something really different and special in those 2 minutes, and that's the way Hybrid spoke and looked. He had this face of just tiredness and just exhaustion, I guess you could say, from the situation. And that's kind of just like, nice to see that he's not the only one tired by the situation, that, because I'm just exhausted by it already. This is like my third time attempting to record this video. First time I ran out of space onto my two SD cards. Second time, the quality was just awful because I was using a webcam, because yeah, I couldn't record from DSLR, so I had to record from just my backup camera like this now. So yeah, I hope he wasn't just like acting up. I hope he was being genuine in the way he acted in those last 2 minutes. So yeah, now that that's out of the way, I guess we could just probably start by going over our history together. And if you notice that I say some things in a different order than Hybrid, it's not me again just trying to take a jab at him, because I know people will just take every single opportunity to, whenever I disagree with him, to somehow spin it against me. So yeah, it's the way I say things isn't supposed to just be a jab at Hybrid. It's just the way things happened. So our first encounter was about like 9-10 months ago, when I made a video on how to grow past 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, that's one of the things that's kind of weird to me, is that in the video and in the Discord, he constantly says that the video is how to get to 1,000 subscribers, despite the video title saying otherwise, and me even clarifying in the Discord. And that entire conversation was before he made the video. So I don't know if he just ignored what I said in the Discord and ignored the title, but I don't know what. But yeah, that's not the first time he just flat out ignored something I said in the Discord in his video. But yeah, so I made a video on how to grow past 1,000 subscribers, my short-lived How to Grow on YouTube series. I'm still kind of thinking of reviving, actually, probably in its own channel. So yeah, I only stopped it after 2 videos, not because he said so, but because of the people on, I think, the Discord, and constantly talking about saying that, I shouldn't split off my channel into lots of different things. I should just focus on one, because that's better for like views and letting YouTube know what my channel's about. So that's why I stopped it, not because I didn't know what to talk about. Like in the case of Hybrid, where he suggested that I should probably get to 1,000 subs first before I make a video about it. But then I responded saying, the video is how to get to past 1,000 subs, and also I can't use some of those things in the video because I'm not at 1,000 subs, because things like in there was like, things you can do in your live streams to get more interaction. Well, I can't do that because I don't get viewers in my live streams yet. So that's for when you have an established community. And also I said how my my subscriber and view count was kind of just wasn't a proper representation of what I know about YouTube. I know a lot more than my sub count and my view count led people to believe. But that's like, kind of, at that point I was like okay with the way he kind of came across, because I just thought, well, he just didn't know a few things about my channel, because that's probably the first time he stumbled upon it. So I was willing to just say that he just wasn't aware of certain details. So I was I wasn't really I didn't really think too much of it, other than that his tone and the way he's presenting himself was kind of I don't know, very aggressive from the start, I could say, or very arrogant almost. But yeah, over that I kind of just ignored the whole situation. And then a few months later, I got invited to join Nick Niman's Discord server by a member of the main Discord YouTubers group. And once on there, I just went straight into trying to find some advice for my channel, because why waste time? And then I saw that Hybridsteel was typing, and when I saw that name, I immediately remembered where I saw it, and I was in the comments, and I was like, oh great, I hoped he didn't remember me, but he did. And yeah, the way he spoke, the way he typed was just exactly the same as I remembered in that comment chain. So yeah, that didn't really make me really optimistic about the way he will be perceiving me and the way he's basically his outlook towards me. And I was correct, and by not even a day went on when I got banned from that Discord server. And what was also weird to me is that despite Hybrid claiming it constantly in the video that he was like the forgiving guy, the rational guy in that Discord for all the mods, even though I still had normal civil conversation with the other mods, he was already at the stage of, oh, you're not listening to anything. When he was already just constantly saying, oh, you're not listening to anything, you should do this, but no, you're not listening, I was still talking to other mods, and we were like, okay, good, so you're doing this, so how about you do this? And I was like, okay, sure. And they're basically, just saying what things I'm doing right and stuff like that. So yeah, while they're still kind of being kind of encouraging about it, he was really in that kind of stage of just basically not listening to anything I'm saying. So yeah, I got banned from it. I woke up in the morning and saw that the little tab in Discord was no longer there for that server. And then a few days later, Hybrid got invited to the main Discord server. And from then on I was like, oh no, because I knew how it was going to end, and I was right. We would constantly just get at each other for pretty much nothing. So yeah, that was just another experience solidifying what kind of person Hybrid was, just constantly making up stuff about me, and which will also be a running theme in this video and when I cover more of his video. And yeah, so overall that was just a mess, just getting at me for just random things. And it ended up that he made a small rant about me in a live stream of his. And that is another thing which he just ignored in the video. In the video he said, not sure how he got hold of the live stream, it's a bit creepy. Even though before he made a video, I clarified how I got the live stream in the Discord. So once again, he's probably, I don't know why he didn't acknowledge the reason why, and he just constantly just made up to me. He constantly just made up that I'm the bad guy by just basically being creepy, as he called it, and stalking his old videos. But no, like I said in the Discord, a friend of mine recommended that I maybe do a video or something with the comments on the Andrew Sincere's rant video. So I went over there and I saw Hybrid made a comment about making a mini rant about me. So I went to his channel. I thought, okay, he's saying mini rant, so I doubt it's a full video about me, especially I couldn't see a full video about me, so it's probably part of a live stream, because that's when usually people talk about other subjects. And it was only his second latest video in which I found the rant. It was only 10 minutes into the video, so it wasn't that hard to find. So yeah, it wasn't creepy, I wasn't stalking your old videos, stop pretending like I did, because you know what happened. I told you what happened. So yeah, after that I was kind of busy with other things, but I was really planning on making a response video to that. But it took a bit longer than I expected, and when I finally did, everything just went down the same rabbit hole of just hours and hours and hours of going over the same things over and over again. So, and then he made a response video, and yeah, so that's basically the background. Now let's get into some weird points he has in this video, and also I think now is the good time of saying why I'm doing this in this kind of more plain style, and that's because, like he said in his video, I should have done like this instead of I think over dramatizing it is what he said. I wasn't over dramatizing it. I said exactly how it was. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's over dramatizing. So, like I said, here we go. We're doing it in plain style. Okay, so first kind of quote that I'm kind of curious about is, it may be simple, but it's basically I have to talk about this, which is kind of curious to me because constantly he was against me talking about the subject. So, you know, why should you be allowed to talk about it while you're basically constantly telling me to remove the video for no reason? And then he would say, he probably splice all these bits of footage and make a video. Well, like you said yourself, I shouldn't, so there we go. I'm doing plain style. Instead, I'm just getting the quotes. And like you suggest, I didn't take anything out of context in that video by splicing all these bits of footage together. No, go through the video. None of it was like really out of context. Anyway, so then he said the only thing right about my response video was the bit about asking how to do something. So in a video I said, he basically complained about me saying, okay, but how do I do something in Discord? To which I responded saying, well, that's a normal response. If you don't know how to do something, you need to ask it, otherwise you're just still in square one, not knowing how to do it. And yeah, that if that's the only right thing about my video, then I think you're way more denial than I believed. Next thing, he just went back on the topic of me being the definition of insanity, and saying he's been trying the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And like I said in the video, I'm not, but once you simply get to basically doing it for 5 years, you just run out of ideas on what to do. And yeah, when I do the same thing over and over again, I'm not expecting different results, but getting just the same average results is better than just, you know, getting worse results. So, you know, I'm okay with getting the same results as long as they're not worse than the different results. And then next thing he said, which again struck me as kind of weird, you don't seem to be able to absorb information on how to be helped. That's kind of a point he's been talking about quite a lot, where he basically saying you don't absorb information. Well, I do. Again, why on earth, seeing how I've been doing YouTube for 5 years, why on earth would I not take information on how to grow, how to finally get this passion project of mine, which I spent tons of time, money, and effort into over the 5 years? Why on earth would I not want to get the information on how to get it to grow? Then he basically has a whole rant about the review video he did about me. And so yeah, if you don't know, he made like a 1 hour long rant video about me, and then he said, all I get is a rant video, and then later on, I feel like he's ungrateful. About the first part, it's another thing which he just ignored something I said in the Discord, where I said that, you know, when someone tries to help me in whatever way, I greatly appreciate it, but then it's a whole other story when they take it too far, like he said. And also, just because you do one thing, just because you try and help me, doesn't excuse all the other times where you were just, you know, and also, just because you do one thing like that to me, doesn't excuse all the other things you did towards me. So, you know, that's kind of a running theme in the video. He seems to believe that just because he made a video, I, you know, shouldn't make the rant video, which it wasn't even a rant video, it was just like a response to what he had been saying. So yeah, just because you made that video doesn't mean you don't deserve to have all the things you said and all the lies you said exposed, okay? And like I said in the Discord, I'm not ungrateful for people trying to help me, but when I take it too far like you did, then it's a whole nother story. Then he said that I didn't go into any detail on what he's done for me in the video, because yeah, again, it doesn't really matter, you know. And then later on he even said that's the thanks I get. Well, again, like I said, I appreciate help, but it doesn't excuse all the stuff you've done towards me, okay? He was just hammering that point home a lot at that point. And then this point just made me laugh, when he said he's having a go at me because he can't do YouTube. No, that's not what I'm having a go at you. I'm having a go at you because you make stuff up about me, and you make me out to be some bad person who can't do YouTube. And like I said in that original comment, my subscriber and view count are not representations of what I know about YouTube. And then he started talking about the YouTube Creator Academy, and which I said in a Reddit post, I think, that I've gone through, which I did. And that's another point where I'm kind of confused about, because it's basically him complaining about me, it's almost him complaining about me telling the truth. Like, you know, I probably wouldn't get this response if I just lied and said I didn't go for the Creator Academy. But, you know, but I did. I said the truth that I did go through it, and the response I get is, if you can't understand what YouTube is telling you to do, then you shouldn't do it. I don't know what the last bit is, honestly, because in my notes it's only up to you can't understand what YouTube is telling you to do. So yeah, I do understand what YouTube is telling me to do, but just because it's telling me those things doesn't automatically mean my channel will grow. What's next? Then he gets about other sources of help my channel, talk about people like Nick Nimmin and similar, saying those channels are set up to help YouTubers. And yeah, they are. I never said otherwise, but you know, just because they're set up to help it doesn't mean they will help every single one. As you can see, even though I watch a lot of them, they're not helping my channel. And then this one is also, once again, just making stuff up about me. How one person can blame YouTube for their downfall. I'm not blaming YouTube. There are probably lots of reasons why my channel isn't growing, but you know, I don't know what those are right now. So if I knew, I was just gonna go in and fix them straight away. And then once again, going back to the point of me basically just him angry at me telling the truth about something, it's usually met with "I've done it already" whenever someone suggests something, and well, yeah, because I say I've done it already when I've done it already. Seriously, what's your problem with me saying that I did something when I did something? You know, instead of being angry for me doing something already, which I don't even understand why someone would have a problem with that. You know, how about you just suggest something else instead? And then he said that before you start saying that, make up stuff about you, the proof is right on the screen, when he's going through my Reddit. And yeah, that is just another weird point to make, because at that point he was basically saying that I don't say things like I've done already, even though I've never said I don't say those things. I do say those things, and you know, I'm not trying to hide it. So yeah, well done on exposing something that everyone knows about already, I guess, that I don't deny myself. What's the next quote from him? I feel even they won't be able to help him, as he will be sitting there and saying I've done it all, when he's saying that he wants to get people like, I think it was like Nick Nimmin to make me channel reviews. And again, if I've done something, then it means I've done something. Then it means that I need some other kind of suggestion on what to do. So, I mean, people like Nick Nimmin may help me get some completely new viewpoints on my channel, but again, he seems to have a problem with me already doing lots of stuff. I don't know. If it's just him like unable to being just like angry that his advice is like not working or something. But I don't really see why he's having such a problem with it. Next on, he talks about me deleting the video and basically saying that how I should delete it, and then that I didn't see it as a negative that we got into a huge argument on the Discord. Well, because it wasn't really a negative, at least not to the scale of me having to delete that video, you know. I don't know what he was going for at this point. It was like him trying to make up something to try and basically deplatform myself and silence myself. No, I'm not deleting that video, no matter how much you try and make up stuff about all this negative stuff that came out of it. It needs to be seen what kind of lies it telling people about me. And later on, when we get into the comments on both mine and his video, you kind of see what kind of attitudes in people, the lies he tells about me, bring out. Next on is, it seems there is something seriously wrong with him, that he can't take advice from anyone, Again, it's not that I can't take advice, it's usually a lot of advice I've already done or isn't helping. You know, just once again, just making up stuff up, making up a wrong reason for this entire situation happening. It's not that I can't take advice. Again, why on earth would I not take advice when my channel is in such a poor state, when, you know, it's not growing after so long? I can't begin to imagine why he doesn't grasp what everyone is saying to him. Again, it's not that I don't grasp it. And then he goes into me saying how I made that video to defend myself and then making him out to be a monster. I wasn't trying to make him out to be a monster. All that video was about was just, you know, just exposing all the lies you've been saying about me and clarifying up a lot of stuff, because as you see in the comments later on, you see what kind of effects and attitude it brings out in people what you say about me. Next up, he basically once again gets back to the point that I made a video about him, saying if you're willing to do a 7-minute video about me, then you've got issues. Because apparently in his world, just because I'm defending myself, just because I'm exposing what he's saying, and just because I'm basically standing up for myself, I got issues. Because in his world, any challenge apparently is met with is basically me admitting that I have some kind of weird issues, which I don't. And he even says later on, I need to see a medical certificate to see if you're clean. That's another thing I said a lot in the Discord server. Why on earth does he have to go into these kind of conspiracy theories that I'm somehow mentally ill to just rationalize to himself what is going on? You know, it's not that hard to understand, so I don't know why he needs to put these kind of things in place, that saying, you know, that I got kind of mental issues, to just make sense of everything in his head. That's, I don't know, that's kind of just weird to me, that he has to just, you know, go through so many different just theories about me just to kind of make sense of it all. And then then the last quote I have here, it's petty that he had to find that live stream, which once again is just ignoring what I said in the Discord several times, even where I said, no, I didn't just go in through your channel looking for it, and no, it's not petty. Just because I'm defending myself doesn't make me petty. And I still have no idea why he has this attitude of just it being bad. I'm basically defending myself just because it's exposing what he's been saying. You know, it's just, I don't think I've ever seen someone so angry at all their basically lies and stuff getting exposed that they're still trying to play along and just still trying to basically come out as being the good guy. But anyway, that's all the points I have. Now let's go into some of the comments left on our videos. I'll be going through his comment section first, but I recommend you also stick around to mine, because that's where some of the more interesting comments are. I too am a victim of Avrona. I'm not saying this to insult him, but I think he has some kind of mental illness. I sincerely hope he gets the help he needs, not with his channel, but with his life. It's just sad. There's just so much to unpack about this. First of just calling himself a victim of me, even though, you know, I didn't even know who he is, but there's definitely nothing I did towards him that makes him a victim of me. And then I'm not saying this to insult him, well, but I think he has some kind of mental illness. Well, by that point, again, I'm not sure if it is supposed to be some kind of insult, or, and once again, he's just doing the hybrid thing of trying to make up stuff like that just to rationalize the whole thing. But either way, it is still kind of an insult, because again, I don't have a mental illness and I don't need help with life. I just need help with my channel. Wait, is this the guy who did the Pokemon cards game stuff? I'm pretty sure it is. I tried to watch the video he made about Hybrid, but couldn't get past 5 seconds because I immediately get the vibe that this guy's a total nutcase right off the bat. So yeah, this is a perfect example of what kind of effect on the opinion of me Hybrid's video had. So yeah, going by, you know, that logic, his video about me is way more problematic than my video about him. Because at least my video didn't result in comments like this, and there's way more to come. Amen, your help is appreciated and I have never had a problem with you. Some people should just also be down for criticism and critiques. That's part of the game. Again, I am part of it, and once again, it's just people being way too eager to just accept everything Hybrid says as fact. anything you've advised me or anyone next to me in Discord has helped me tremendously. Just putting it out there. And then Hybrid says, completely agree, unlike him, I don't remove comments. Well, I remove comments when they're just, spam, or just trolling, or just hate comments. That's when I delete comments, and seeing how that my response video only got those kind of comments, that's why you don't see any comments on there. So yeah, don't try and act smug just because I remove comments. They're literally all just troll and spam and hate comments. It's not the great impression when someone just goes on my channel, goes down to the comment section, and the first thing you see is like 10 people just rambling on about me just because of some lies a guy told him on the internet. Yeah, well, that just proves how childish he is. Not sure how old he is, but that doesn't matter. If he actually did all the creator courses, etc., then he would know comments are engagement. Yes, I did all the courses, etc., but once again, they were just trolling and spam and hatred. That's not kind of the stuff, you really want on your channel. It doesn't matter if it's engagement or not. It doesn't make your channel being quite, really professional when just, a brand new person goes down to your comment section and just sees that kind of stuff. So this one I found as I was editing the video, actually, because this one is pretty recent, as you can tell. People can be stupid, and you don't have to spend any more time on him or anything. If you do from this point, it's your choice, and any time lost on it is your choice and cannot be blamed on him. The ones you have helped all know the truth, and that is that. Time to walk away and wash your hands of him. Sounds to me that he's one of those that follow people that get big by talking crap and starting fights. It also sounds like he doesn't want to do the work, but wants others to actually do it for him. He's a loser. You said your piece. Time to move on and call it good. For your information, well said, well spoken, and calm video. Well done, man. Once again, just shows how easily people believe him, saying that I don't want to do the work, which I do, again, and I've been putting in all the work I could into my channel for the past 5 years. And also, no, I don't start fights with people, and I don't really follow people like that around. Sorry. Oh. And then he said, since this video, mate, it's been ever so quiet, so I think this is the right thing to do. Defend myself, explain everything, and move on. So now explaining and defending yourself is good. When you do it, it's apparently fine, but no, when I do it, it's not. It's hypocrisy at its finest, and no. When you're saying things like that, things cannot be calm, so yeah, this video is sadly being made because of comments like these. The YouTuber that don't listen to advice and wasting both our time. Well, at least you try to help, but hearing what you're saying, he's in his personal block, but doesn't want to expand the ideas to make his channel better. Not even D. And then, nothing else. Yeah, that's weird. But yeah, first off, I think that's just a perfect comment that shows the problem with Hybrid's video. But hearing what you're saying, he's in his personal block. So basically, it's just briefly summarizing that just because of the lies he's been saying, this person now thinks I'm in a personal block, even though I'm not. This one's just beautiful, and just him liking it just kind of shows a bit more what kind of opinions and just basically all the hatred he endorses of me. He wastes time and can't take criticism. A super sucker, even though I don't do either of those things. Honestly, I don't see the need to go down on this level. If you're going to try and deal with all your trolls and haters, well, you are wasting time on stuff that will basically do nothing for you, where you could have been doing something that would, and once again it seems to be cut out. I have no idea why it's being cut out by me cropping it, but yeah, it probably doesn't matter too much because that first bit is what really just summarizes it all, saying how going down to this level, making a response video is bad, even though it's not. It just, once again, just me saying what actually happened. And then if you're going to try and deal with all your trolls and haters, even though I'm not a troll, and well, I hate what he's doing and I hate the lies he's saying, but I guess I wouldn't brand myself as a hater. He also later on responded in that to that comment after Hybrid made a comment in that chain and saying, glad you felt better, but just keep in mind, as you grow, you see many of his kind. As if I'm one of those, you know, evil trolls or whatever. Ignore them and move on. Not worth the time and energy. He's basically offering him motivational advice. This one's just like, amazes me that he's now branding me as one of those types of people, like, you know the ones, and that are not worth his time. He's basically turning me into a motivational message for Hybrid, it's just really beautiful, and just kind of shows the extent of, again, what all Hybrid's lies bring out of people, even if it's something trying to be positive like this, or some of the just more hatery ones like I said before. Anyway, now on to my comments. So this is a pretty long one, but stick with it. It really just shows the extent of the attitudes that the Hybrid's video brought out. Dude, you seriously seem to have a problem, but the problem seems to rise with the fact that you're a prepubescent awkward fool. I've just watched this whole video, and I was there in a chat when Hybrid did the live stream, and he had taken all the clips you can and used it to try and gain sympathy. Look, some more people shouldn't do YouTube. You are one of them people. The video has 11 thumbs down and 6 likes. Probably one of the likes is you. Please stop making videos. They're boring. You're just a silly little child who can't take being told. I'd like to say get a girlfriend, but sadly you're always going to be a virgin. If you can't get on with other creators, then just stop doing it. Cause making videos like this to the 365 subs you had isn't going to grow your channel. It just makes you look like that kid who's destined to be alone for the rest of his life and blame society for all his problems. You have also removed all the comments on this video cause you don't like being told the truth, and the truth is no one cares. Even don't forget to delete this comment because you won't like it because it's negative. But the truth. Apart from the fact that basically single thing he said in this video is wrong, even down to my sub count, because then he got bodied recently. I wish I had 365 subs, but yeah, despite everything being wrong in it, and I could probably spend like an hour analyzing this comment, but there's no point because I think it's kind of obvious what's wrong with this. But you know what's like the saddest part about this comment? You think this comment comes from just like some salty guy with a small channel or something like that, but you know what the sad part is? This guy has 1,000 subs last time I checked. That's 1,100, I think, and he behaves like this. Yeah, this is just sad, and just really just shows again what Hybrid's video caused. Delete this. No, I'm not deleting the video, no matter what anyone says. I'm not gonna silence myself. This one's pretty interesting and also confusing. Why did you not link his channel? Man, that ain't okay. You didn't really argue against him. Your points were kind of pointless. I'm on his side even, and once again, it just needs to be cropped out weirdly. So I don't get this one. Out of all the things, out of everything to complain about, either from the lies Hybrid's been saying or just basically anything, it's the fact that I didn't link his channel. Why? Linking his channel doesn't change anything. It's not a requirement for response videos. And also you can literally just Google Hybridsteel, or even just search on YouTube Hybridsteel probably. Yeah, then you didn't really argue against him, your points are kind of pointless, then I guess you just didn't really watch the video, and then seeing how you're on his side, then I guess you just listened to a few too many of his lies to really take what I'm saying seriously now anyway. Dude, why did you leave my awesome advice? I thought you wanted your channel to get big. Guess you are lying. Again, when I delete a comment, it's not because I don't like it or something, it's probably just because it's trolls or hates or just spam. So yeah, that's probably why I deleted your comment. I can't remember what your comment was, but yeah. Just because I deleted it doesn't mean I don't want to grow my channel. I know that doesn't mean I'm lying. It's just that your comment was either spam or trolling. Oh, it's this guy again from Hybrid's channel. Bro, there's more logic in that stream than in your entire channel. Wow, you really show me there how mature you are, and once again, what kind of levels of maturity and just what all the lies Hybrid has been telling about me, what effect it has on people. Oh look, it's him again. Hybridsteel was trying to help you, and you were acting like a guy in a bubble who didn't absorb his tips, and you kept asking the same thing. Again, apart from the fact that Hybrid was trying to help me at the start, yes he did, but apart from that, none of it's true, apart from the fact that I keep asking the same thing. Yeah, I do that sometimes because I still don't have some answers to them, so of course, to get the answers, I need to ask again. this was posted in the period after Hybrid's video, but it was posted on my growing past 1,000 subscribers, which, again, it even says it on the thumbnail, so I don't know how Hybrid got it wrong so many times. And even this guy got it wrong. How can this video exist on a channel that is nowhere near 1,000 subscribers? Oh, the irony. No, again, it's not irony, because like I said, my subscriber count and view count doesn't represent what I know about YouTube, and again, it's about growing past 1,000 subscribers, not how to get there in the first place. So that's gonna wrap up this video. It was way longer than I expected it to be, but hey, I had a lot to say about this because there's a lot to be said. I hope I don't have to make another one, but he said that if I make a video, then he'll make a video as well. So this cycle will probably continue still. But hey, as long as there's weird lies about me out there, I need to respond and clear my name. So, yeah, after 3 times trying to record this video, hopefully this turns out okay. It's already way more time than I ever thought I would give to just some guy being salty on the internet, but hey, you have to do what you have to do. But so, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe, like, whatever, and it feels weird doing my outro on my second channel. So I guess I'll just say goodbye.